So, how did Black Rose Moves come to life, and what does the name represent to you?
So Black Rose Moves, basically, I was in a band for quite a few years ago with the guitarist I'm with now. We were a rock band. We played in Europe, in America. We did tours with Simple Minds, the Charlatans. So we were quite experienced. And then we fell out of love with the music industry through, a lot of ups and downs. And then we didn't work together for quite a while. And actually, how Black Rose Moves started, I went to a festival in California called Cruel World Festival, which is like a goth festival. So who was playing like Bauhaus, Morrissey, Blondie. And my friend said to me, "Oh, you should still do it. You're still good." I was like, "Am I?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I went, "Okay." So then I started making music again, then contacted Mark, and then we started making the music we're making now. In regards to the name Black Rose Moves, I come up with that on a dog walk. So I was walking the dog, saw some flowers moving. I thought, well, I like black roses, and I thought, oh, they're moving, so it's a bit different. So, and I think it represents the band well because there's a darkness to us, but I think there's quite like a high energy and danceable quality to the music. So I think the name, I think as band names go, I think it's pretty good and suits us.
It's a really interesting name.
I think it suits the band and the music we're doing. So it's hard to be happy with band names, but I'm happy with it. So yeah.
I have to go to that festival one day.
Yeah, it was really cool. When I went there, though, it was like 100 and it was about 120 degrees, so it was so hot, but it was really good. Yeah, it was a cool festival.
And what were you hoping to express with this project that you couldn't in your previous musical experiences?
I think with this project, we wanted to kind of just do it all ourselves. No offense to the people who managed our previous band, but I always felt I always felt like I still had something to give to music, and I felt like I didn't want to just leave it how I left it before. I still felt I had something to give, and so did Mark as well. So I think with this, just doing it ourselves, doing it a different way, trying to make better decisions because there's a lot of decisions in music you can make that are very detrimental to your band and yourself as people, especially money wise as well, because it's so hard to make money and it's so easy to spend loads of money. So especially music, so you have to be really careful. So with this, just trying to do it ourselves, being more sensible with the shows we play, the how we do videos, how we do photos, how we putting our product out there. So just trying to just get a really good quality overall product, I believe. So yeah.
And how has Birmingham's industrial and musical legacy influenced your sound and aesthetic?
Massively, it has to because like we were Birmingham, the Black Country was the Industrial Revolution. I don't know if you've ever been here, but it's it's not the prettiest place in the world. It's got a very like darkness to it. There's a lot of factories, a lot of industry, and then obviously you have bands like the Home of Metal, Black Sabbath from here. I actually went to Ozzy's procession when he passed away as well, which was it was amazing because it just shows like how many people in Birmingham and the areas actually love like rock music and metal music and all different types of music. So yeah, massively, and I think the people here I think they're a lot different to a lot of other places in the UK. We're all very down to earth, but I think we've got like all good people with like good strong will and character, and if you get to know us and you get past this boring accent, we're probably all right.
And do you have any rituals or habits before recording or going on stage?
Not really for recording. I mean, yeah, recording. We record pretty chilled, but 'cause we record everything ourselves, so that's just a pretty chilled method we use for that. Regarding stage, just relax as much as possible. I like to go out and see the people coming into the venue before you play. Have a look around outside, maybe have a cigarette, have a whiskey, and just relax. To be honest, so yeah, just try not really to think about the show, and I just try and think about the show like literally as I walk on stage, and before that, just relax as much as possible, really.
The part of the whiskey was important.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Maybe sometimes maybe have a bit too many, but I'm actually having one now, so it is what it is.
Oh, I only got this.
Why not?
And how do you divide the creative process between the two of you, lyrics, production, and melodies?
So I write all the so the vocal melodies, the lyrics. Mark actually, you know, he creates pretty much all the music from keys, drums, guitars, bass. Um, but obviously we work together and say, you know, does that work? Does that not work? This works, that works. But recently we've actually got like a full-time member as a bass player now because he's been playing with us live. So we've asked him to be in the band. So now there's actually three of us rather than two, which is cool. But he hasn't actually recorded with us yet. So after we do our next couple of shows, we're going to get back in the studio and then see what other ideas we can come out with you know another member in the band, which will be interesting because so far it's just been me and Mark, which has been great, but it's always good to have new people and new ideas.
And your music feels both melancholic and danceable. What do you aim to evoke in that balance?
I think we're just trying to get some. Like I like. I'm you know I'm into quite a lot of dark things in life, I should say. You know, I like horror films. I like you know quite dark imagery. Black Roses, that's what the band's called. But we like to put some like some rawness and energy in the music. I like a lot of hard rock bands as well. So I grew up on a lot of like glam metal bands. I like the energy they bring into the music. So I think with our music, we're trying to bring back a lot more of a traditional gothic rock sound because I think there's a lot of new bands that are playing this very how to describe it? It's a very dark wave style, very really overly produced, very nice sounding, just with like a drony vocal over the top. So I think we're trying to bring like you know more like the bands like you know the Cult, Sisters, The Mission, trying to be more like that sort of vibe, kind of the old school gothic rock. Because I feel like that's got to me a lot more energy, a lot more. I like music with a bit of balls about it. So yeah, balls is like I don't know if you heard that's like an English expression to like you know putting yourself out there a bit like I don't know who's got balls, Johnny Rotten, someone like that. So you know being that sort of band and having good music, but actually having a bit of something about you and a bit of energy and a bit like a bit of a fuck you attitude as well. That's what I want. That's what I put out there as well because I think it's missing. I like bands and singers like that who have just put themselves on the line. So I think that's what we're trying to do.
And how important are visuals, videos, fashion, photography to the message of Black Rose Moves?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think it's all part of. I think when you look at a band, you want to see like you know the imagery is all together. So we've done all our music videos ourselves, all our photos. But I think if anyone looks at our website, Instagram, everything kind of looks the same. Everything's pretty black and white. All the videos are very similar. It's just got a dark aesthetic. So I think that's really important to us to keep that vibe because I think then it shows exactly what sort of band you are and I think you can you know people can gravitate to that like they can look at us and clearly see like not oh 1 minute they're really bright then they're dark. I think you can just see there is like a darkness throughout it also. So yeah.
And which visual artists, films, or photographers inspires your imagery?
Well, for me, I've got what have I got? Two Jim Morrison tattoos on me in
Oh, it's really
poetry.
good.
So he was from the age of probably 16. He was like I don't know how he became my hero, but he did. I don't know how. But yeah, so I always like he's probably my main inspiration as a vocalist and as a performer and as a singer. But um, so we're influenced by that. We're influenced by a lot of the traditional goth bands, but also we've got influences like in techno dance music. I like a lot of soul music as well. Film wise, I predominantly watch horror films or thrillers or dark stuff like that. Um, so yeah, just I think it all kind of I think our influences are quite easy to see, to be honest. So that's what I think.
And what do you hope listeners feel or imagine the first time they hear your songs?
I just want them to feel whatever they feel listening, because music's subjective, because it means so many things to different people. I mean, one of our songs can make people happy, another song can make people sad. I don't know what I want someone to feel, because I believe music is just how it hits you. So I don't think you can say how it makes people feel. But I hope it makes people feel like they want to listen to more. That's what I'll say. Yeah. So.
And how do you see the current Gothic post-punk scene in the UK and Europe?
In the UK, I mean, we're pretty fresh on the scene, I guess. I mean, we played our third show last week with Clan of Zymox. We're playing on Saturday with UK Decay in Luton. So obviously they're two bands that have been around the scene since, I don't know what, for the last 30, 40 years. We haven't really played with many new bands. What I see of a lot of the new bands is there's not many traditional sounding Gothic rock bands, which I think is good for us, because I think we can fill that void pretty well. I see a lot of the bands in America, and they're seeing this very like dark wave sound, which I said is very highly produced, and it's, you know, I think it's quite different to traditional rock. It's maybe got a lot more, I would say a lot more maybe commercial elements that people would like if they're into pop music or something. So yeah, we're trying to keep it pretty straight rock and roll, goth rock, because I think there's a void for it. So yeah, regards to newer bands in the UK, I'm not sure because we haven't really played with any. So but I'll let you know in due course.
And you'll have to come to Spain.
Oh yeah, I'd love that, absolutely.
I see.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen this number. Oh, sorry, what was that?
No, tell me.
No, I said I've saw a few festivals in Spain and some good venues. So yeah, we'd definitely be, if we have the opportunity, more than happy to do that.
There is more, the scene moves more in Madrid, Barcelona,
Okay. Yeah.
and sometimes in Valencia.
Yeah, I've been to Madrid quite a few times. Really cool city, so I'd like to go back there. Yeah, that'd be great.
There are too many more things there.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you could describe your live show in 3 words, what would they be?
Can I do it in 4?
Yes, you can.
So we got a moniker that we're kind of going by lately, which is midnight music, ritual energy. That's how I describe us. Pretty straight to the point, so that's it. Yeah.
And do you have any message you would like to give to your fans and new fans?
Well, as I said, we're pretty new. I think watch this space, because we've got ambitions to do good things. I think if you see us live, we put on a good show. I think we put ourselves on the line. We've got some really good songs recorded. So obviously, as I said, we're still pretty fresh, but I think in time, I think we'll show people what I believe, what we are, which I think we're a great live band. I think we're a good recording band. I think in time we'll prove that to people. So that's the ambition. So let's see what happens.
And do you have any new tour dates?
So yeah, as I said, last week we did the Clan of Zymox gig. We are doing a show this Saturday with UK Decay in Luton, which will be amazing because that's sold out. And then we got one at the end of the month in our hometown, which is only the second time we played there. So that'd be good to see some, you know, familiar faces that I've known for years. And then yeah, we're going to start recording. We're going to put out a new EP next year. And then, you know, get some more press, get some more interest, radio plays, and then let's see what happens. Hopefully we might be in Madrid next year. Who knows? Let's
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you.